Alright, now children, moving on to question 14. Calculate the size of each lettered angle in the following figure. Now, I have drawn the two figures here. In question 14, children, the first and the fifth you will work out. I will do the remaining sums. First, let's do the second sum. Now, children, look at this figure properly. What do you understand when you look at this figure? I need to find out this. Now, if you take just the triangle, children, I need the other two angles. Now, I have all the angles outside the triangle. But if this is 60, alright, children, I know. Let's name them as angle 1 and let me name this as angle 2, just for my reference. If this is 60, children, I know this also will be 60 degrees. What do you think is the reason? Vertically opposite angles, right? So, angle 1 is equal to 60 degrees, vertically opposite angles, right? So, I found out this. Now, I need to find out angle 2 also, because I have only this, I don't have this, I don't have anything here. Which is the other way of finding out, children? This is your exterior angle, isn't it? This plus this will give me 115, right? So, or you can find out here 180 minus 115 and also find out this is your straight line. Or you can use your exterior angle property. So, angle 2, I can take it also as 180 minus 115 degrees and I can say it's a straight line. You can either do it this way or what is the other way I told you, children? 60 plus x is equal to 115. So 180 minus 115 will give me 65 degrees. So I found out this and I have found out this 65 degrees. Now you know how to find out angle x. So how are you going to do that? X degrees plus 60 degrees plus 65 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. What is it? It is the sum of the angles of a triangle. So, when you add 60 plus 65, it is going to give me 125 degrees, which is equal to 180. X is equal to 180 plus, when I take that side, minus 125 degrees. So x, when I subtract, gives me 180 minus 125 will give me 55 degrees. So with this, children, I hope you have understood how to do. Either you can use the exterior angle property or you can do it as adjacent angle. Choice is yours. Let's move on to the next question. Alright, question 14, children. The third sum. If you see the figure, you see two arrows. Now, when you see these arrows, children, what does it tell you? That these are parallel lines, isn't it? You have one arrow here, that means these two lines are parallel. Now, try to recollect your parallel properties. Z. So, when you see the Z, what do you understand? If this is 65, then this also, let me name it as angle 1. This also is going to be 65. Why? Alternate angles are equal. So, angle 1 is also equal to 65 degrees. Alternate angles are equal, right? Then, I have 65 here, I have 35. It's easy to find out x. You know now, x plus 65 plus 35 is equal to 180 degrees. Sum of the angles of a triangle. So, x plus 65 plus 35 would give me 100 degrees is equal to 180. So, x is equal to 180 degrees minus 100 degrees. So, x is equal to 180 minus 100 is equal to 80 degrees. I hope you have understood, children. Let's move. Alright, now children, let's move on to the fourth sum. Now, I have purposely done this figure with different colors so that you can identify your triangles. Now, when you look at this triangle, children, the first then your eye goes to 126 degrees because this is outside the triangle, right? So let's solve one at a time. So I know 126 is an exterior angle. I have told you what is the property of your exterior angle. Exterior angle is equal to sum of opposite interior angles. Now if this triangle, children, if you take this blue triangle till here, so I know x plus y is going to give me 126, right? X plus y is equal to 126 degrees, correct? And this is your exterior angle property. Now, I don't know x, neither do I know my y, but I can find out x. What is that? This is your linear pair or your straight line. So I can immediately find out what is x. X is equal to 180 minus 87. This is your straight line, or you can call it as your linear pair, isn't it? So x is equal to 93 degrees. So I have found this. I found out x. This is 93 degrees. Now that we have found out x, I can find out what is y. So 93 plus y is equal to 126 degrees. So y is equal to 126 minus 93 degrees. And y will be equal to 33 degrees. Correct? Now that you have found out y, next, let's move on to Z. Now again, children, when you only look at this triangle, what do you understand? 75 becomes your exterior angle. So Z plus 42 is equal to 75. Correct? Let me wrap this and do it here. So now can you tell me how to go about? You know 75 degrees is your exterior angle. Correct, children? See properly. So I know 75 degrees is equal to Z plus 42. So Z will be 75 degrees plus 42 when I bring this side minus 42. So again I get 33 degrees. So Z is equal to 33 degrees. So we have found out x 93, we have found out y 33, and Z also is equal to 33 degrees. Children, I will stop here with question 14. I want you to do the fifth one as well as the first one. If you have any doubts, please get back to me. I will continue with question 16. I also want you to try question 15. So let's move on to the next question, that is question 16. Alright. Now children, let's move on to question 16. I hope your textbooks are in front of you. Now let's read it. In the given figure, triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB is equal to AC and angle A is 50 degrees. So you need to find the measure of angle B and angle C. Now children, you know what is the meaning of an isosceles triangle. What is it? Yes, an isosceles triangle is one where any two sides are equal. Now, whenever you say any two sides, also remember the property. That means their opposite angles also become equal. Like here, you know ABC is an isosceles triangle. AB is equal to AC. Always remember which opposite angle. I said the missing letter becomes the angle. Like AB is your side, that means angle C is equal to angle B. Alright, now you know angle A is 50. These two are not given to you. So let us name this as x degrees. So you know, let this be equal to x. So I know angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. Angle A is 50 plus x is equal to 180 degrees. So 50 degrees minus 2x is equal to 180 degrees. So 2x is equal to 180 minus 50. Are you following, children? Where 2x will be equal to 130. So x is equal to 130 upon 2, which is equal to 65 degrees. Now that we have found out what is 65 degrees, angle C is equal to angle B. So both are equal to 65 degrees. Clear, children? Let's move on to the next question. Alright, now question 16, the second one, children. Now in triangle PQR, you know again, triangle PQR is an isosceles triangle, and they are saying PQ is equal to PR. Remember the conditions, children, I have already told you. PQ is equal to PR means PQ. So angle R is equal to angle Q. Q is missing, right? So this is Q and this is R. And you know angle Q is 70. So definitely angle R will also be equal to 70 degrees. So that means even this is 70 degrees, right? Why? Because in an isosceles triangle, when the two sides are equal, their opposite angles are also equal. So now I know in triangle PQR, angle P plus angle Q plus angle R is equal to 180 degrees. Angle P plus 70 plus 70 is equal to 180 degrees. So angle P plus 140 degrees is equal to 180 degrees, isn't it? So angle P is equal to 180 minus 140, where angle P is equal to 40 degrees. Clear, children? Now I am going to stop till here. Alright, question 16. Children, I want you to solve the sums from 12, 13, 14, whichever I have left. If you have any doubts, you can get back to me. With this, I end the class. See you in the next class. Bye for now.